In this screencast, I discuss some terminology that is commonly used in game theory. A payoff matrix depicts the player's valuations of the possible outcomes of the game. The payoffs or the valuations could be represented as profits or perhaps as utilities. A dominant strategy in a game is one in which a player would make that strategy regardless of what the other player in the game is doing. That is, it generates the highest payoff regardless of what the other player does in that game. A pure strategy is a strategy that each player chooses and they stick with that strategy. A mixed strategy is a strategy in which players assign a probability to each choice and they play the game according to those probabilities. A static game, which is sometimes called a one-shot game, is a game in which players choose their strategies simultaneously and the game only lasts one period. Dynamic games occur over time. In general, there are two types of dynamic games. One is a repeated game and the other is a sequential game. A repeated game is a game that is played many times. The unit of time can be finite or it can be infinite. Whether a game is played a finite number of times or an infinite number of times has a distinctive impact on the outcome that emerges from that game. A sequential game is a game that has at least two periods and it has a leader, and that leader chooses their strategy first. The follower then observes that strategy and then makes their decision given what the leader has chosen.